Good day everyone. We are the team behind the Fungi Space Station project, a concept for the largest space station ever built that grows all by itself. Our team consists of 6 students. I'm Mihnea Popa and these are my teammates, Ioana Tatu, Doina Dragan, Alexandra Scutaru, Radu Mânjină, Darius Eisler, and this is our school, Andrei Șaguna National College. Our vision began with one question. What if you could make a space station that grows all by itself, that maintains itself, repairs itself, and that minimizes the costs and difficulties of launching such a big object into space? The answer became the core of our project. Let me walk you through the structural overview and technical backbone of our space station. At its heart lies our mycelium algae compound, a self-growing, self-repairing biomaterial that forms the entire structural foundation of our ship. This revolutionary living material combines dense hyphal networks of mycelium for strength and algae for photosynthesis and isolation. The result? A structure that mimics Earth's protective biosphere, yet thrives in the vacuum of space. The overall structure includes a main ship body, a modified starship hull from which extend 8 telescopic arms. These arms are connected to 2 enormous rotating tori, one for habitation and the other one for storage and experiments. Each torus spans a diameter of 2 kilometers, providing both immense space and artificial gravity through controlled conditions. Our ship also includes an advanced magnetic rail linear system embedded within each telescopic arm. Powered by linear synchronous motors and cooled superconductive stators, these systems enable rapid transportation between modules. All key materials, including the grade 5 titanium and tungsten rhenium alloy, were selected based on detailed calculations of compressive strength, tensile tolerance, and hoop stress, ensuring long-term stability and resilience.
Our station wouldn't exist without the mycelium algae composite, an adaptive living material. The mycelium's hyphal network, reinforced by algae, forms a resilient mesh that strengthens over time. Algae provides both photosynthetic oxygen and insulation against radiation and the temperature extremes. To sustain the bioarchitecture, we embedded feeding layers within the walls, featuring pipes and sprinkles for moisture and nutrients, and heat-light units to simulate Earth-like conditions. This keeps the material growing and self-maintaining, reducing long-term costs. This is the construction process. The entire station was launched in just 2 missions using compact inflatable modules based on NASA's beam concept. Once in orbit, the mycelium algae mix was activated with heat, light, oxygen, and nitrogen. Over 10 years, the module expanded into full toroidal structures. After the world matured, autonomous robots added external reinforcements, solar panels, and internal circuits, completing a safe, functional habitat for humans.
One of the challenges in space is gravity, or rather, the lack of it. Our solution, centrifugal force. The 2 tori rotate around the central ship body at a rate calculated to produce gravity nearly equivalent to Earth's 9.8 meters per second square. This prevents muscle atrophy, bone loss, and other health issues associated with microgravity. Powering our station is a cutting-edge solar panel system. We use multi-junction solar panels mounted on AI-controlled rotating arms. These arms follow the sun's position using sensors and computer vision, ensuring maximum solar exposure. Our panels achieve 40% efficiency, significantly higher than traditional systems. To maintain cleanliness and performance, the solar panels include self-cleaning wipers and vibration mechanisms that dislodge dust and microdebris. All surplus energy is stored in high-capacity lithium-ion battery arrays, providing power reserves during emergencies or long eclipse periods. Together, these innovations create an energy-independent system resilient to external disruptions.
Life support is one of the most critical systems in any enclosed habitat. We began with stored liquid nitrogen and oxygen, then switched to oxygen generation using 2 methods. Algae embedded in our wall structure, which continuously converts carbon dioxide into breathable oxygen via photosynthesis, and solid oxide electrolyzer cells, which break down carbon dioxide into breathable oxygen and carbon monoxide. Daily, over 8,000 cubic meters of air are filtered, cycled, and rebalanced to ensure a safe and stable environment. Water is managed to reverse osmosis, coupled with UV sterilization and mineralization systems. The station recycles over 6 million liters of water per day, used for drinking, agriculture, and mycelium hydration. The water cycle is fully closed loop. Waste is handled in 3 main ways: incineration for medical waste and hazardous materials, composting for organic waste using thermophilic bacteria and white rot fungi, which produce soil for plant beds, and reuse of grey water and biomass in agricultural systems.
Now let's talk about food. Our station meets its enormous daily need, over 1 million kilocalories for 400 people, through a closed-loop agricultural system. We use aeroponics to grow grains and vegetables, aquaponics to raise fish and legumes, and microprotein fermentation to produce protein-rich fungi-based alternatives. These systems require minimal soil and water, are vertically integrated to save space and recycle nutrients in closed loops. Each component complements the others, creating a highly efficient, sustainable food production system capable of supporting long-term deep space missions. Safety is another top priority. This station features layered radiation shielding, autonomous security protocols, and emergency oxygen systems. In case of breaches or contamination, compartmentalization protocols isolate affected areas. An onboard AI core monitors all life support systems and can reroute resources, deploy drones, and even guide residents to safety zones during critical events.
So, who lives aboard the space station? People just like you, engineers, scientists, doctors, artists. The selection criteria focus on mental resilience, teamwork, diverse expertise, and genetic diversity. Each candidate undergoes rigorous physical and psychological testing to ensure their fitness for living in a close, high-stakes environment. Life on board is structured but fulfilling. While half of the residents engage in research or technical work, the other half supports daily operations such as education, agriculture, infrastructure maintenance, and community leadership. Recreation is also vital. Our ship includes simulated nature areas with artificial sunlight, cultural halls for events and music, and digital spaces for gaming, VR exploration, and all sorts of creating expressions. Now, government is participatory. Residents will elect a council, propose new initiatives, and vote on important decisions. Rights aboard mirror those on Earth: freedom, privacy, equality, and above all, access to mental health support. Education continues at all stages of life. Programs cover science, ethics, space law, and cultural history, and in this way they ensure that every resident grows not just professionally, but also personally.
Thank you for listening to our project. We hope that you found it as interesting as we did, and that the key ideas of our work will help move humanity to the stars. On a last note, we would all like to leave you a message. Ad astra per aspera.